On a stormy night, a man entered an abandoned house to escape the rain. 9 minutes later, police received a call that lasted only 9 seconds. The caller whispered one sentence: "He's still inside the house." At the far end of a quiet street stood a house no one wanted. It had been empty for years. People avoided walking past it. Drivers refused to stop near it. And on one dark night, during heavy rain, that house became the center of a real crime. The rain began shortly after sunset. Thunder rolled across the sky. Power went out along the street. By late evening, the road was silent. No lights, no cars, no witnesses. At 12 minutes past 10, emergency services received a call. The line stayed open for only a few seconds. The operator heard heavy breathing, rain hitting something hard. Then a quiet voice said, "He's still inside the house." The police arrived minutes later. The front door of the abandoned house was open. Inside, water dripped from the ceiling. The air smelled sharp and damp. Deep marks were visible on the walls, running from one room to another. At the back of the house was a locked basement door. It had been reinforced from the outside. When an officer touched the handle, something knocked from the other side. 3 slow knocks.
In the basement, police found a man tied to a chair. He was alive, but very weak. He had been there for days. When officers spoke, he begged them to be quiet. He said, "He lives upstairs." Upstairs, officers discovered photographs on the walls. Each photo showed a different person. All were taken in the same basement. Some photos were years old. One was taken that very night.
Les house once belonged to a man who never truly left. During storms, he offered people shelter. Once inside, the doors were locked. Over time, several people disappeared. No arrests were ever made. The house was later demolished. The land remains empty. No building stands there now. But during heavy rain, the case remains unsolved. The house is gone, but what happened there has never been forgotten. Some people say they hear knocking coming from beneath the ground.
After the house was secured, police began speaking with the neighbors on Alder Street. Most of them were afraid to talk. Some said they had lived there for years and never felt comfortable walking past that house at night. One neighbor told police something unusual. He said that during heavy rain he often noticed a light in the upstairs window. The house was supposed to be empty, but the light always appeared during storms, and it never moved. Another neighbor shared a memory she had never reported. She said that on stormy nights she sometimes heard knocking sounds, slow knocks, with long pauses between them. She believed it was just the wind, until the night police arrived. That same night, several neighbors reported hearing the knocks again, but this time the sound stopped suddenly, just before police sirens filled the street. Officers searched the house again. There were no hidden exits, no signs of forced escape, and no footprints outside, despite the heavy rain. Before the house was sealed, one officer noticed something new. On the inside of the reinforced basement door were 3 clear hand marks, pressed from the inside, fresh, as if someone had been standing there, listening. In the final police report, one sentence was underlined. It read, "It is unclear how long the suspect remained inside the house after the emergency call ended." The house was later demolished. Officials believed the story was over. But during the demolition, workers made a discovery beneath the foundation, something that should not have been there. Something that suggested the story of that house did not end the night police arrived. That discovery will be revealed in the next episode.
If you want to uncover more hidden horrors and follow the mysteries that lurk in the shadows, make sure you subscribe now. You don't want to miss what comes next.